Savior. My God. He is just an awesome God. Don't give another hand. Come on, come on. How great and wonderful He is. I'm happy to be here today. We conclude our celebration. Thank you all. Like I said from last week, thank you all for support through the years. Some will not be able to make it this morning due to other engagements. But keep all of us in prayers. These young ones, encourage you. But when you come here, just how you act in school, you pay attention to teacher. That's why I pay attention to whoever's standing here. Alright? You want? So okay, look at me. I know how I operate. You over here, either the ego or what? The next one is? Huh?
Diego and Dora.
Oh, Dora. That's right. You got it. Okay. So whoever stands here, it's either the ego or Dora. You want to pay attention to them. Alright? So you grow, so you know what's happening. That's all about it. We're not be rude to you, or I don't want you to be rude to us. I want you to grow with grace and the love of Christ Jesus. So this is our time for word. We have some good preaching this week. Friday night we have a good time of, I would call it a prayer party. Amen. But some folks have said in their regards they really enjoy it. The church need to get back to prayers. Because Friday night, you could give a preacher 1 hour to preach, and he'll preach that 1 hour. But tell him to pray with you 1 hour. And you can't right back. That's why Jesus asked his disciples the question, can't you pray with me 1 hour? Yeah? Because that's more important than you preaching. See, if you get prayer life hook up, then you will be able to preach the word in the power and the anointing of the Holy Ghost. Then you'll be able to draw some souls to God. If you come with your elegance, your speech, and you start humming, and Becky, and you start an engine, you might get me excited for 1 minute. After you finish, I finish. But the Holy Ghost convicts me. I can all week, all year to teach on that word. You all got me now? That's why it's important to have a good, effective prayer life. After James chapter 2 said, the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. That's important. So we got our preacher today. He's no stranger to most of us. We are guests. Yes, before here. He's my friend. He's gone through a lot over these 2 years, but God is still with him. And I know he knows God is with him. Amen? God has sustained him. His wife is not able to be here this morning because of her condition. But she will be up and running shortly. Amen, brother? Huh? Oh, when daughters are here, I did if they are so they can see me best. Where's your hand? What her name is? Daddy. Daddy? But where's your hand so they can see me? Where's your hand? Thank you. That's all. I don't have to do the same. Okay? That one has been good support to him. Our friends, ever since she met him when he went out. See, he couldn't deal. And I asked before her and him. When he's going to come in his own way, he is the founding pastor of Children's Bread Ministry. And most of us we suppose the time, but he is in full swing. He's coming back in full swing after this tragedy. God is able. He may restore Job and restore him. Amen. And God is well able. So I know our great bishop. My bishop and my friend, like I said, let's start to receive him. Bishop, right, Reverend Dr. Prince Albert Wallingsky, give you all his name. Amen. Come, sir, in the name of the Lord. God bless you. You may receive it. say officially congratulations to a good friend, my brother, Bishop of all Rolle, and to Pastor Rolle and the Practical Life family as we celebrate your anniversary. The theme says, faithfulness brings promotion. And we know we got a great word from the Lord this week. How much time I got, Bishop?
Preach, so that's it. Preach, that's what I got to say.
I asked because I have something, I'm going a little different way.
Go ahead.
What you got this week. I'm going to do a little teaching. And then I'm going to do some prayers.
All right, that's almost done.
Warfare prayers. And so I would ask you to repeat after me when I get to the prayer section. How many of you know that the Bible says the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing?
Yes, that's right.
The yoke will be destroyed because of the anointing. Like Bishop said, I am the senior pastor of the Children's Bread Ministries. Most of you children of God know what children's bread signifies. Our motto is, let the children voice be fed. Deliverance is the children's bread. So I give honor to all of you today in your respective places. My wife, Samantha, as I said, couldn't be here today. But her prayers and her best wishes is to you, Pastor Rolle, to Bishop, and to the house. And we are still in the book of Daniel, chapter 3. Now when I look up the word faithfulness, I found out that it was defined as a quality of being faithful. And then there was a word called fidelity. And that word was used in the term of being faithful in marriage. And then faithfulness can be also defined as loyalty, true-heartedness, commitment. I look up the word promotion, and it was defined as elevation in rank, status, advancement. And so Daniel chapter 3 says, and I'm skipping through it, because I want to get to the prayers. King Nebuchadnezzar, I'm reading verse 1. The king made an image of gold, whose height was 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. Then Nebuchadnezzar sent to gather together the princes, the governors, and the captains. The judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. Then the princes, the governors, and the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then an herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at that time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, psalmistry, dulcimer, and all kinds of music. Ye shall fall and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And whoso falleth not down and worship shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. That was the command. That was the earthly law that was proclaimed by King Nebuchadnezzar. We know Babylon at this time was the world empire.
Yes, sir.
And Nebuchadnezzar had already conquered the holy city, Jerusalem, and taken captive the king and the royal seed. And we are told that Daniel and his friends were among that number. I'm going to verse 1, verse 6, so that you can follow me. But let me go to verse 3 first. And the king spoke unto Aspenaz, the master of his eunuchs, that he should bring certain of the children of Israel, and of the king's seed, and of the princes, children in whom was no blemish, but well favored, and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning in knowledge and understanding, science, and such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. Okay, back to verse 6. I'm skipping 5 for a reason. Now among these were of the children of Judah, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. I'm trying to build a foundation. Upon whom the prince of the eunuchs gave names. Apparently they're changing their royal names now. These are captives. For he gave unto Daniel the name Belteshazzar, unto Hananiah Shadrach, unto Mishael of Meshach, unto Azariah of Abednego. Abednego. Okay, I have to go there because these are the main characters in the story. Now, and so the decree was made and signed and proclaimed throughout the kingdom.
Yes, yes.
And we are told that these Hebrew boys determined in their heart that they would not conform. They would not conform to this new law, this man-made law. These boys had learned the 10 Commandments from their youth.
Yes, sir. Had it.
And one of them said, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy mind, with all thy soul, with all thy strength."
Yes.
And it also said, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Heavenly law. Heavenly laws always trump earthly laws. And so they determined in their heart that they will serve God come what may.
Right.
Whether it cost them their life, their family, their position,
There you go.
they would serve God. And so, persecution came to them. People who knew their character, who knew what they stood for, reported them to the king. Verse 12 says, "There are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego."
Yes, yes.
Call
Yes.
them a name, identify them. There's nothing there for doubt whom they are accusing. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They have no respect for you.
Bye.
Have no regard for you, nor your word. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Verse 13. Then Nebuchadnezzar in his rage and fury commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spoke and said unto them, "Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do you not serve my gods or worship the golden image which I have set up?" Say, I'm going to give you one more chance. Let me see how serious you are. Let me see if you still can take this firm stand that you say you're going to take.
One more chance.
Let me see how much guts you got.
Yes.
How many of you know that the time is now
Yes, sir.
when the children of God will have to show what they are made of?
Right. That's it.
You will have to decide. The Bible says, "As for me and my house,
There you go.
we will serve the Lord."
Yes, yes.
Verse 15 says, "Now, if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, of the flute, of the harp, of the sackbut, of the psalmistry, and the dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made." Proud king, you know. God had to bring him down. Later on in the Bible, you read about it. 7 years. So does mine. So we say, when you hear this music, you better bow. If ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace.
Yeah.
And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands?
Bye. Oh, yes, sir.
I like what they said to the king. In verse 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. I mean, it's scared.
Yeah, waste of time, man. It's a waste of time answering him.
We can make up our minds.
That's right.
We can do it.
Yeah, that's right. Think about it, I got it.
We will serve the true and only living God.
Yes.
Verse 7 it says, if it be so, our God whom we serve is able, hallelujah, to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. And he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. And then of course. But if not,
I know. What on? Confidence and things.
Our God whom we serve is able to deliver us. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve the gods, thy gods, nor worship the golden image which you have set up.
My God. Powerful stick. Not bow.
And so the king was full of fury. And the form of his countenance, or his visage, his face, was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was wont to be heated. This is a rare punishment. Praise the Lord. Everybody else just get thrown in. But now, this one is a special case. 7 times hotter.
Oh, Lord.
7 times hotter. Little did he know that 7 is the number of God.
Oh, you preach it, sir. Preach it.
The perfect number.
Perfect.
7. Number of God. And so he commanded. And the mighty men that were in his army bound Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into the burning fiery furnace.
Yes.
I like what verse 21 says. Very vivid. Describes the dress. Then these men were bound in their coats. Full Sunday dress. Their hosen, their hats, and their other garments. That's a lot of clothes. And were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Why? It says, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceedingly hot. They had it perfect. The flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Look at God.
Oh, yes. God will fight for you. Jesus.
Faithfulness brings promotion. Verse 23. And I get to my notes yet.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Preach.
And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. I tell you, sometimes This fiery furnace is a type and shadow of tribulations,
Yes. Yes, it is.
persecution, trials. Sometimes it gets so hot, it knocks you down. It said they fell down, bound. And your hands and your foot bound. Your hands and your feet is bound. You're helpless. Perfect time for God to step in. Because now you gotta depend on Him.
That's right.
On Him alone.
That's right.
So they fell in, bound. Verse 24. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished. He got up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, Did not